Watching you, offshore guy, dude. Come on, you got him. Here he comes. He's gonna come up jumping. Come on. Keep stripping. Strip. Get ready for a jump here. Nice, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to concentrate so hard on casting.
You don't do it every day, man.
Maybe because I'm not a fly fisherman.
Get you out of your element, bro.
Here I am as a kid. Grew up in Key West. Spent my whole life on this water, figuring out what's under it. I'm Rush Maltz. I know Key West. The channels, the tides, the fish. The rest of this chain, I've run through it my whole life without ever really stopping. Turns out passing through somewhere and knowing it are two different things. So we're heading home the long way, all the way home to mile zero.
Every morning we get here about 6 o'clock, grab the rods, grab the tackle we're gonna need for the day, grab some bait, and try and get ready for the day. People ask me all the time, they're like, how did you get into this? And it was just like where I grew up. I was a product of my environment. We didn't have malls, we didn't have skate parks growing up, and the ocean was what I thought about every day. You know, I'd see flat calm days and be sitting in history class and be like, I can't take this. I mean, I originally started going in the boat probably by myself at 12 years old. Commercial fishing slowly took me into charter fishing. When I got old enough to get my captain's license, it was just like the natural progression for me to start guiding and taking people out.
My journey starts in Key Largo, top of the chain, mile marker 100. Right off this coast is Pinnacamp, first underwater park in the country, been here since '63. 25 feet down, there's a bronze statue on the bottom, Christ of the Deep. Divers come from all over to see it. But today I'm trading the reef for the flats.
We're up before the light. I'm an offshore guy, but what we're doing today is a little out of my element. Lucky for me, I'm in good hands.
This right here is Captain Jared Rascod. Been reading these flats his whole life, chasing fish people travel the world just to get a shot at.
Rush, I see some tarpon already popping up here, man. Let's shoot it.
All right, man, let's try it.
Let's shoot it.
That pole on the back, that's Jared's push pole. No motor up here. He pulls us across skinny water. Wide enough these fish never feel us coming. One bad move, they're gone. I sight cast plenty offshore. This is different. This is the art of it. You see the fish before you cast, or at least Jared does.
See how delicate I'm doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes this little V-wake. Watch, when you get in front of one, dude, it just poof, and they eat it all head out of the water, like insane bites. When they come up and they eat this thing, it's game on, brother. You want to try to pick a fish. So as you have it in the air, pick a fish. They're eating and they're turning left, they're turning right. So you still want to pick one fish that you want to try to catch. Anticipate where they're going. So go way left there. Keep going left, left, left. Right there, next one, hard as you can. Bum, 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 bum. Got him.
Nice, dude.
Hey, dude, that was awesome.
Oh, right there. When you're like right there, keep on. I'm like, God, it's got to be right on the bow.
I used to drive my boat to high school, go to school, and then go fishing right after school. I started guiding right out of high school, and then I realized to have this as my office every day. This is what I get to see. I get to see every sunrise like you do, and you know, sometimes every sunset, depending on how long the day is. The Keys is me, man, just like you. Like I can't leave. The Keys, in my mind, still the fishing capital of the world. Having all 5 major species, redfish, snook, permit, bonefish, tarpon, is what makes it the fishing capital of the world.
So you're in the Caribbean and you could drive to it. That whole US 1 overseas highway makes it all possible.
I came up here thinking I'd check a box. Jared put me on the bow and showed me what I've been driving past my whole life. I put people on fish for a living. Out here, I'm the one getting put on them.
The sun goes down on Key Largo the same way it has for almost 100 years. That's the Caribbean Club, oldest bar on the island.
Cold beer, a live band, the bay out back. Some nights, that's the whole story. Next morning, we point the truck south, 50 miles down the chain. The highway drops onto an old bridge. There's a little island tucked underneath it, 5 acres. Most people fly right past it. This right here is Kelly. Came out to Pigeon Key to study the water and never left. 18 years on 5 acres.
Pigeon Key here is probably the most historically significant place anywhere in the Florida Keys. Without Pigeon Key and the different chapters it's gone through over its lifetime, the Keys really doesn't exist the way it does today. Most notably, from 1908 to 1912, 400 men lived on this little 5-acre work camp, and they built the Middle Keys bridges for the overseas railway, including the old 7-mile bridge that you see behind us right now.
How do you end up out here being the caretaker and taking care of all this?
I grew up living in Michigan, working on a farm. We used to come down here fishing with my dad, me and my brothers, every now and then, and kind of fell in love with the place. Went around the country, got my degrees done, and was looking for a way to get back. There was an education director position here on the island. I took that. Within a year, I'd taken over the whole operation. I've lived here now for 18 years. We've put in the solar, we've put in a power line. We've completely transformed the place into the facility it is today. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
And how many people actually live on the island?
Myself and 3 other folks live here full-time on the island. Pigeon Key really has this old Florida charm that you can't find anywhere else.
It does.
Despite our proximity to everything else, you really still feel isolated out here. You feel like you're away from everything. I just breathe differently out here.
So at the end of the day, what really got you here was the beauty of the Keys, the fishing, the diving,
Absolutely.
the island life.
That's it, man. I mean, I try not to leave. I don't like leaving this little 5-acre spot. My boat's right behind the house. We can go fishing, we can go diving, we can go spearing, we can go tide pooling around the island, find all kind of crazy creatures. We get to educate all these kids that come out to the island, make them the next generation of fishermen and conservationists and all that kind of stuff. It's really great.
I mean, I've lived in the Keys my entire life myself, and I got a pretty nice backyard, but Kelly, your backyard is impressive.
This is a pretty unique spot to be. I'm very, very fortunate.
Look at this, you're looking straight into the Gulf.
Yeah.
I mean, you got access to the Atlantic right here, right underneath the bridge. You got access to the Gulf.
That's it. The trickiest thing is knowing what fishing regulations you got to do on one side of the island to the other.
That's right, that's right.
Turns out this little rock is where the whole thing started. 1908. 400 men lived out here, building that old bridge and the railroad that ran on top of it. I've crossed that bridge 1,000 times. Never knew what happened here.
Makes you wonder what else is out here I've been driving right past. Only one way to find out.